I really don't have any time to do this today. It's the last week of uni next week, so I've got heaps of work due, and I booked my tickets to Mexico, and I'm leaving in 5.5 weeks, and I haven't got any visas, so let's do this! Come on, come on, come on! We're talking about our childhood this week. This theme is basically an homage or a homage or whatever, however you pronounce that word, to Amy from the channel Good Evening. She's been on the Mysterious Project before. If you don't watch her, I'll put links in the description because she's really cool. Basically, we've been introducing ourselves from the year 2000, and one of the things that I've noticed is to make oneself look 8 years old, all the girls have to do is put their hair in pigtails or plaits and braids or whatever, and that's it, job done, right? Now obviously I can't do that, so what my genius mind has come up with is to make myself look 8 years old, I'm just going to position my head a little bit lower down in the frame. So without further ado, here we go, 8-year-old Angus, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm alright. Oh, I forgot, you still live in England, don't you? Yeah, I do. Oh, that's great, so what do you like to do? I like to play football. Oh, okay. You're at school as well, right? Yeah, I am. Yeah, what's your favourite subject? I don't know, really. Okay, anything else to say? No. Oh, fucking hell, man, you really need to lighten up. Right, I think that's all we're gonna get out of him. Okay, right, you can go now. Go on. Go on, clear off. Boring, isn't he? But yeah, I was a pretty shy kid. The sarcastic chicks have been talking about bullying this week, and I got bullied a little bit. Like, it wasn't nothing too bad. Like, I know there was kids out there that got it a lot worse than I did. Just like name-calling and exclusion, getting shoved around a little bit, stuff like that. But one of the ways that I learned to deal with this was by channeling the anger and the frustrated feelings I got from being bullied into bullying other people. It's the vicious cycle, you see. I remember when I was in primary school, there was this kid, and he had some problems. Like, every couple of weeks he would just go mental and, like, you know, run around the school and chase kids with scissors and, like, pull down the fly screen, you know, harmless stuff like that. He was actually alright. Anyway, I befriended this kid, and he kind of took a shine to me because I was one of the only people at school who would give him time of day. But pretty soon after that, I realised that hanging out with the emotionally unstable guy was not exactly doing wonders for my popularity, so I just decided to stop talking to him. Like, it's so fickle, primary school, with stuff like that. But maybe things don't change. Like, I was reading what I thought was a pretty inspiring story recently about an Australian guy who lived in Sydney, and his house was overlooking, like, a cliff face that was notorious as, like, a suicide spot. Anyway, over the course of this guy's life, he actually saved 160 people from committing suicide just by going over, when he saw someone at the cliff edge, he'd go over to them and say, "Hey, how are you? Are you doing alright? Can I help you with something?" Invite them back to his house and give them, like, tea and biscuits and just have a chat. Which is pretty amazing. He saved the lives of 160 people just by going over to them and just giving them a smile and saying, "Are you alright? Do you need anything?" I know that I almost never live by this principle, but maybe that's all it takes sometimes, just like a smile and a few kind words, just to make someone's day who was feeling down. Like, maybe we should just all be nicer to each other. We should just all be nicer to each other. Words of wisdom there from Samuel Redmond. Also, I feel like I should let you guys know that a video on my main channel called A Great Big Gay Video About God, which is literally just me sitting in front of the camera talking about why we should legalise gay marriage, has got 8 views from people Google searching for gay porn. So, my audience is expanding, obviously.